Seeing someone learn, be able to do something that they weren't able to do before is very, very, it's wonderful, a wonderful feeling.
To describe Penny, I would use open, giving, caring, and loving. And she has a very inquisitive nature, which I think is so beneficial for all her learners.
Pues yo me siento muy afortunada porque me tocó ella como tutor. Es una persona muy amable, me respeta mucho, es muy comprensiva y estamos trabajando en lo que más me hace falta, que es hablar, conversar para que yo lo pueda hablar y entenderlo.
Miss Penny is very patient. If I don't understand something, she breaks it down. She always makes sure that I'm understanding what she's teaching me.
I think that it is always so helpful and so enjoyable to watch someone learn. There's something about their eyes when they get a point, and seeing that sparkle in their eyes is very enjoyable and very nice for a tutor.
As Penny and I worked together, she knew where we need to start off. You know, it was a slow progress. It's never a rush with her. And I really love that about her.
Pues uno de mis metas a largo plazo, digamos, es pues aprender el idioma y poder ayudar a otras personas que como yo llegan y pues no tienen la oportunidad de ir a una escuela.
You know, it's like she's more than a tutor. You know, she's a friend.
Thank you, Penny. Thank you so much.
I was really intimidated by her in the beginning, and now she's almost like a second mom, a grandma to my kids, and a good friend. So
why were you intimidated by her?
You know, she's a little bit more cerebral than I am, and she's really smart and quiet and thoughtful with her words.
I'll tell you, she's special. She just makes Joyce feel good. You smile every time you talk to her.
She has this ability to ask the right questions to make you think. And as you're answering it, you realize you had the answers all along, but she just need to pull it out of you.
I believe the answers are always in the room. So I really work hard as an executive coach and leadership development person to try to help people identify those limiting behaviors and limiting assumptions and allow them to create their own answers about how they probably already know how to overcome them, but they haven't had a context within which that can happen for them. So I try to provide the context.
And she certainly has that skill set, like you said, Rick, of bringing you to your own wisdom.
She's listening so well to what you're saying and what you're not saying.
In just a few words in the right question, she can shift your whole being, and I think that that's really special.
My community impact has been through what I would call the ripple effect. I've met with hundreds of leaders, and what I have heard back from them over the years is that they take much of what we work through together and learn together, and they apply it, which is the whole purpose, right? That they can cascade it and or share it. And that actually what I'm doing has this amazing ripple effect in ways that I absolutely wouldn't even know.
I was really excited to award her with the Ledy Community Engagement Award. So what do you guys think? Why do you think she deserves that award?
Well, I think just as we've talked about, just the number of people, the volume of people that she's had a positive impact on.
You know, Barbara also did a lot of behind the scenes coaching and side coaching for people in nonprofits or maybe younger professionals that wouldn't be able to afford an executive coach. And she never wanted to be named for that or to be known for that. And I think you can tell a lot about someone, you know, that shows up and cares for people, even when maybe they're not financially benefiting.
You look at what community means. This lady's getting on a plane and flying to California for people. So she impacts our community as we think about it, and then it's across the nation. I mean, she's having an impact all over.
I feel so lucky she landed in West Michigan. Mickey Benz introduced me to her friend Ken Fawcett, brought him to the Literacy Center, and he was just so immediately passionate about the work we did. How he understood how important the parents and their literacy was part of our life, and he became an instant advocate for us after talking with us.
I had the honor of working with Ken for about 7 years with Healthier Communities, just being able to ensure that we provided services to the community that oftentimes doesn't have a voice. So he was just the perfect spokesperson for that, just with his giving heart, generous nature, and always his willingness to learn.
It was the recognition that we needed to move upstream of the provision of healthcare if, in fact, we were trying to create the most equitable health possible. We have a robust program keeping the kids in the classroom, using healthcare as a tool, but really not to improve health, but to improve the educational outcomes, because we know those are going to be associated with better long-term health.
Just love his passion. He is authentically passionate about community, making sure that all people can thrive.
It's that true kind of kindness and integrity that he exudes as a leader here in the community. It is his role and his belief in the community that he really wants to see the health of our community improve across the board.
The way that opportunity is spread across community is not in an equitable manner. And as someone that looks like and dresses like and speaks like the establishment, I looked at it as a personal responsibility to try to recreate that epiphany for others.
You know, anytime I've ever mentioned that I had the opportunity to work for Ken, the first thing anyone will ever say, he is the nicest guy. Yeah. You are so lucky to be working with him. And that's true, because he's so generous.
It's like he's compelled to be an advocate.
Mm-hmm.
We know that populations of color, whether refugee or otherwise, are disproportionately impacted by things like poverty and unemployment and adverse health outcomes. By focusing specifically on those groups and utilizing education and literacy as a tool, then we are helping to create a more just and equitable community. And that's something that's really important to me. And that's what makes us so proud to be partners with the Literacy Center. We don't have to have all the answers. We have to recognize the organizations that do. Literacy Center is certainly one of them.
And then his other passion is Habitat for Humanity. So I hear that he can swing a hammer pretty good. I don't know.
Hopefully no one's around.
Do that, but from a pediatrician trying to swing that hammer, it's might be kind of questionable.
Little spy on that one.
She's very, how do I say it? She's very organized.
When she texts me like, "Dear Mel, comment, enter. Let's meet for coffee. 10 minutes of get to know you and catch up. 25 minutes of business, followed by 10 minutes of just social talk." And I'm just like, whoa, Barbara, you don't know me.
I don't know if I have any. First of all, I'm a little upset that I've never been to her house. Whatever she made, I've got to follow up on that.